Hello there, ladies and gentlemen dwarves. Have we got a show for you today? As I'm not even going to try. Okay. I just love dwarves. They're like the best thing in existence. Like, I don't even care that his walk looks fucking dumb. It is the best thing in the world for me. Because I just know this guy Rexface, he shoots fire lasers. I have never seen a dwarf shoot fire lasers before, and I want more dwarves to shoot fire lasers as a result. So, we're going to save. Yep. So, we now get to go to the lake. The Lake of Moria. I need... something about the Lake of Moria. Like, what was it? There was something, wasn't there? There's something at the back of my mind. But there's something... Something is telling me there's something's odd about the Lake of Moria, or there's something weird in the Lake of Moria, or like something is suspicious or not normal with the Lake of Moria. And I don't... Ooh. We have a battle, so that solves that problem. Okay. We get to try out Hadhard, like, without being in mortal horrible danger. Which is quite nice, I think. I mean, who wants to be in mortal horrible danger? Luckily, because we can one-shot everyone, it's not generally a problem. Come on, Hadhard! Take it like a champion! That was not a champion. That was 200... That was about a quarter of your health. Right. Fuck him up. That's it, and... Yeah, I was hoping for something a bit more fancy, but... you give what you get, and you get what you give. I love critical hits. They're just the best. Like, out of nowhere. Hang on! Berethor counterattacks missed hits sometimes? Oh, that's just going to be the luckiest thing in the world. Like, he doesn't do anything and then you do damage to him. Imagine if the guy was like one of the weaker ones. Like the guy with the shield. He would have taken no damage and then just killed him. Just like, fuck you, sir. That would have been awesome. This guy needs a better axe, because this little axe, this little bit of iron with a hole in it? Nah, that's not good. That's not good. You're a dwarf. I'm a dwarf now, and I say that dwarves are powerful creatures, full of menace and power. Okay, another save point. That's pretty soon. Like there's literally not been much distance between the two. Like, I hear running water too. I think this is going to be a lake. It is the lake. What is it about the lake? Well, okay. We're going to find out. So here's the lake.
Look, elves prowl the shore. Get them all.
What? Where did they come from? What? 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 Oh! Oh, of course! Tentacle beasts. Well, oh, and I can't hit him with melee. Well then, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have to swap not Berethor. I'm probably still gonna swap her out actually. Shit, this is the first boss, isn't it? This is the first boss of the game. This is the Lurker. That's who it is. Oh, this is the Lurker. That's it. That's who it was. Outside the gates of Moria, the tentacle beast that attacks the Fellowship before they can like fully leave. Oh, I'm an idiot. I completely forgot. So, what's Stone Shield? Well, I can't think of a better time to find out. Stone Shield. Everything about his character is awesome and I want it. Right, I can't use any of that. So it's got to be more leadership. Company Valor. Company Valor is a good one. I need to swap out Idril though. Actually, do I swap out Idril or do I swap out Berethor? Berethor? No, I think I have to swap out Hadhard actually. Because like there's no other choice. If I don't, then I'm screwed. And like Elagos is the only guy who can attack from a range. Right, Bowcraft. Creature Bane. Let's try Creature Bane. See how far we get. Ghost, prove your worth. Oh, I learned a skill. And I threw him back in the water. That's pretty useful. Okay, critical. Criticals aren't good. Criticals are bad. That means I hurt more. Leadership. Let's try Fellowship Grace. Okay, that means I'm going to restore action points each round, and that's going to be really flippin' useful. Loud Water Fury, go! Hang on, I buffed Hadhod and then switched him out. Oh, that was counterintuitive. Bowcraft. Blinding Shot. That's going to be helpful. Yes! He's blinded now. I hope that actually works. Reeking Spout. Oh god, it's AoE. That's not good. I don't know what he did. I think he kind of opened his mouth and moaned at me, but... like, I don't... Company Might. That's the only one I haven't used. Idril needs to heal. Idril needs healing next turn. Right, leadership, stand fast. No, we've already stand fast, haven't we? Okay, so not stand fast. Company Valor. I think it might stack. Okay, let's hope it stacks. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, so Rangercraft. Pierce Will. Oh, Pierce Will has great synergy. Come on, Pierce Will. Boom. There we go. Elagostia, oh shit, no. This isn't good. Idril needs to heal. Like, Idril needs to heal right now. Okay, for some reason Idril's not getting any terms. Okay, health and action points. Waters of Lorien restores full health to the body. Hell yeah, why not? Boom! The waters of, isn't that like an elven river? The Lorien? I think that has to be an elven river. See, oh yes, and it stacks because he got weakened to the spirit, which means he was able to do more damage. Right, lowers the foe melee damage. Boom! Oh, Elaghost, you are so goddamn useful in this battle. Tentacle Whip. It missed because he's blinded! Yes! Elaghost, you son of a gun! Okay, aimed shot. Let's finish this. Do your weird curvy magic. Oh, yes! The lurker is just going to die. I could use perfect mode, but I don't think I want to. Like, there's no point. Like, there's only one of him. Perfect mode isn't designed. It's designed to deal with like multiple people, not just one dude. Oh god, Waters of Lorien literally saved my life right there. Oh, can I Loud Water Fury? Will this finish it? Will Loud Water Fury finish the Watcher in the water? Yes, it does! Yes! 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 I took out the boss and I didn't die. That means that I've only died to the wild men. And that's kind of good, cause it means I don't suck after all. Yeah! So, really, everything works out quite nicely. Yeah! Awesome. That sounds wrong. What? That's a... What? He's opened the... What do you mean he's opened the gate? That was a rock wall. That was boulders. What are you doing with those bodies? I trust this dwarf. This dwarf can shoot fire lasers. Why is an elf helping a dwarf? And why has she got PlayStation 1 hands? I wouldn't trust her. Okay, so this is a new area. Now, this is a really good time to mention her. My nose. It's got all weird. No. This is a good time to feature a special little mode called Evil Mode. And Evil Mode is delightful. because it allows you to play as all the bad guys. You may have seen it on the options menu. I don't know if I kept that in. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think I showed you. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Anyway, so evil mode is basically where you play the bad guys and you go through all the fights of the main sort of area and you do it again. So basically, you play as the bad guys and kick the shit out of the good guys, and if you do that and you win, it transfers over. So you can get things like weapons and gear and stuff like that from being the bad guys killing the good guys. I can't show you it like this because it would involve me going to the menu and it being kind of complicated, and we haven't really been doing much of this isn't much of a video as it is, so what I'll do here is I'm just going to explain a couple of bits. So, if you don't want to understand more about the game, now's a good time to take a break if you want, and just skip to the next video, or just don't, because I'm just going to go into a few little details about the game now, so I can fit it out to a proper length, and then I'm going to pop in and do evil mode as the next video. So, down the side here you see we've got slash, pierce, blunt, air, earth, fire, water, light, shadow, slow, and stun. And then you've got things like stout, weak, very stout, weak, very stout, very stout. As I understand it, if they're weak, that means they take more damage from it. So, Idril takes more damage from fire and blunt, and she takes less damage from pierce, air, water, and shadow. Now, it goes, I believe, from very weak, weak, normal, stout, very stout. So, if it's very stout, she doesn't take much damage at all, and she's very resistant to it. So, for example, in the last fight, I believe Reeking Spout was water, and Idril has resistance to water, so she would have taken less damage than everyone else. So the game does have quite a lot of depth. Obviously, you've got the strength, spirit, constitution, speed, dexterity stats all the way down there. Everything else is pretty much self-explanatory, I think. But, let's go into a bit more depth and switch onto another character and show you the difference. So, yeah, so you see that Barathor's weak to shadow and blunt, but he resists slashing, piercing, and he very much resists air. Hadhod is more weak to water and slashing. And Elagos is weak to slashing, very weak to piercing, ironically, and weak to shadow. So the idea is that you can put on things like elf stones to counteract these weaknesses. You'll get ones that give you more armor, I think. So armor's just a rating. I believe it's damage mitigation at a base rate, which means armor tends to work differently in different games based on attributes. So sometimes it's base level, which means it just sometimes it's base, and sometimes it's a percentage. And if it's base, that just means, say you take 300 damage, Elagos would only take if you take 300 damage, you'd actually take 254 damage, because you'd get a flat minus 46, and sometimes it's a percentage, so you take 46% less damage. Now that can't be the case, simply because I believe one of these people has over 46 armor. Yep, she does. So, ironically enough, Idril's actually the most armored person here. That would mean that she'd be taking 125% less damage, and that's not likely, because it means she'd be getting healed for 25% of the damage she's taken. So it probably applies at a flat rate. I would imagine it might be a little bit more complicated than that. But anyway, so it's a matter of taking these things into account. Often things like armor don't play too much of a role, but it's important to understand the different aspects and the different roles of each of your characters. So let's have a look-see. This button. Nope, not that button. So, skills. So, I was talking about skills earlier. That's weird. Craft item? I don't know. I don't understand craft items at the moment. So, here. So, like this. I showed you this earlier, I believe, in one of the first videos. But as you can see, I've progressed a bit more. Now, whenever I use any of these 4 skills, this one gets a point. And if I use 9 more sword skills, I get Citadel Rage. And it goes all the way down to the bottom like this, and this applies to everyone. Every single character in the game, at least so far, has 2 categories. Barathor has sword and leadership, Hadhod has axe and spirit, Elagos has bow and ranger, and Idril has sword and spirit. And obviously the more you use each one, the more they get up. But the third one is passive skills, and I didn't understand this to begin with, but I do now. passive skills go up as you level up. So what you see basically here, like these are all go up as he levels up. So this takes 5. So when Berethor is level 16, he will get Athenian Inspiration, like maxed out. Now, this means I can roughly sort of estimate the kind of level this game is prepared for. This means I reckon, based on the fact there are, 40 levels here? 40 on top of this, that would mean the game's kind of expecting you to get to around about the 45 level mark, or is expecting you to get to around about the level 25 level mark. So, like, it's expecting you to, like, spec into a path, because you don't have to pick, like, all one corridor. You can pick Ecthelian Might and then Immune to Fear. You know, it's passive. It's a lot more important with the passives that you pick which path you want to go down. I'm probably going to pick a set path for that, simply because I think that's more important. So, let's see. So, if we look quickly, because this is just an idea for me. So, that's brilliant, because Athenian Inspiration is going to work well, because I don't tend to use my perfects. I tend to use them for, like, wave clears. You know, when there's a lot of enemies that need to die all at once. Rising Valor increases his AP, and Gondorian Evade automatically dodge. I don't know which one's more important at the moment, so I'm probably not going to make much of a judgment on that. But Citadel Might is obviously very useful. So, you know, obviously, like, different characters have different skills. You can see already that, like, it doesn't count level 1, so it counts it like it's a level behind. So that's why I think 46 is like it. And double attack, which is going to be, like, better, because double attack or take action. So you can see that there's like a duality to it, so the combat system is actually a bit deeper. You could take more actions more often, or 2 actions in your each turn. So it's like, do you want to do more damage in a single turn, or have more turns? So it's kind of depending, like, melee damage when taunting a foe, or just increasing his health. Like, some are going to be more better than others. So, like, it depends on your playstyle. I imagine that, you know, you can just equip them like that. So, the other things like the use items screen, that's just like for healing and stuff inside a battle. Equipment's pretty self-explanatory. Ah, right. So you can So this is like a skill. This is like a third skill tree. Who do you want to learn a third skill tree for? I reckon Berethor. Berethor sounds like the kind of guy we want to give a sort of like crafting to. That must be the King's Foil thing. That's probably how we get more resources, because there's no shops. Okay, so that's basically everything. I've whittled on for long enough now. So what we're going to do is we are going to save, we're going to exit, and we're going to go play Evil Mode. So, I will... Yep. Yeah, so this is basically telling me, like, I've done it, and I can now do, like, travel to other areas. That's, like, for grinding and stuff, if you want to be a bit more... go back in time and stuff. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in the next video. If you've listened this long, thank you very much. Yep, here we are. Congratulations for not Evil Mode. Fight on Sauron's menu. So, you will see me in Evil Mode.